I made a pilgrimage to Zoo Atlanta because Atlanta, Georgia of all places became the final holdout of China's giant pandas in America. After I found out that the Atlanta pandas were going to be the last to leave in the American panda purge, I just had to come and see them for myself. The 4 Atlanta pandas, which were the only pandas in America between November of 2023 when I saw them and June of 2024, will not be here in Atlanta much longer. It is not certain when exactly the pandas will leave Atlanta. A lot of preparation is required for transporting pandas 9,000 miles away. One of the giant pandas has just emerged from his cave. Due to their bamboo diet, pandas are usually rather slow and low energy, but this guy is having a good time walking circles around his enclosure. The original Atlanta pandas include a female, Luan Luan, and a male, Yang Yang. They both arrived here in 1999 on a 25-year loan agreement. The two have been successful in breeding several times, breeding being one of the major challenges with increasing panda populations. Luan Luan has given birth to 7 baby pandas here. All but 2 have gone back to Chengdu. She gave birth to twins on 2 different occasions, most recently Ya Luan and Ji Luan in 2016, and they are both still here with their parents. We have been in the midst of an interesting and complex chapter in the half-decade-long story of panda diplomacy, which was initiated as an aspect of the Nixon administration's détente policy with China. After the president's trip to China in 1972, the Chinese government began arranging for some of the endangered animals to be shown at zoos in other nations in the West as a gesture of goodwill. As the story goes, during a formal dinner between the Nixons and Chinese Premier Zhou Enlai, First Lady Pat Nixon commented about how the pandas were so cute, so Zhou just offered to give her some. Apparently he was serious, as 2 pandas arrived at the Smithsonian National Zoo later that year, and they immediately became extremely popular. Later on, more pandas would be sent to the San Diego Zoo, the Memphis Zoo, and Zoo Atlanta. However, many of the usual 25-year contracts that these zoos had with the Chinese government are expiring, and increased tensions between Washington and Beijing have possibly prompted the early removal of some pandas recently. In 2019, the San Diego Zoo lost its last pandas. I was really looking forward to seeing them when I visited a couple years ago and was really disappointed to find out they were gone. Then in early 2023, the Memphis, Tennessee Zoo gave theirs back, and in November of 2023, the famous pandas of the National Zoo in Washington, D.C. were removed early one morning. I was actually planning to go to D.C. to see them, but that happened, so I changed plans to see the last remaining pandas here in Atlanta, and it was so worth it. Just look at that guy. However, there is very good news in this saga. Panda diplomacy is being revived. When Chinese President Xi Jinping visited San Francisco in November of 2023, as the Washington pandas were being taken, he mentioned sending new pandas to the US, and now it is confirmed that giant pandas will be returning to the National Zoo, the San Diego Zoo, and will be introduced at the San Francisco Zoo. As of June 2024, pandas have returned to the San Diego Zoo, so there was a period of a little over half a year when Atlanta was the only panda holdout in America. Though sadly for Atlanta, they're still losing theirs. Giant pandas are native to the Sichuanshan region in southwestern China, so most existing pandas are now at the panda research bases around Chengdu, and all the pandas are technically owned by China. Pandas are usually quite solitary creatures. Males and females will mate, but that's about it. They have been doing research over the years at Zoo Atlanta, particularly with their communication through scent marks to discern each other's territories. They also have studied panda vocalizations, which are really important during the reproductive season. Research here has also been part of an effort to prove that pandas have color vision. This panda, I believe one of the twins, is really chowing down on that bamboo. So it was an awesome experience to see giant pandas in the United States, especially since at the time it seemed like the last chance maybe ever. Definitely come out and see the Atlanta pandas if they're still around, plus they're in a good zoo. If you'd like to see the other animals and offerings at Zoo Atlanta, take a look at my separate video which is linked in the description. Also check out my other content featuring zoos, historic places, roadside attractions, natural wonders, and more around America and Europe. Please like this video, share it, and subscribe for more pandas. Thanks for watching!